Hey, what's going on? It's Jordan, the Millionaire Millennial. I'm outside on my balcony here in Dallas, and I just wanted to give you guys a good video because I've had a lot of people asking about how to actually prep the products that you buy for online arbitrage, or retail arbitrage for that matter, or even private label and wholesale if you wanted to get into it. So that's what I'm going to be talking to you about in today's video, and how to actually find a prepper if that's something you want to do, and looking at the cost analysis of actually getting a prepper or doing it yourself, and the time cost trade-off. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to go inside and jump on my computer right now because it's kind of cold out here, and so I'll see you guys on my computer. Alright, we are here in my computer, and I've got a little spreadsheet open up in Excel. I will make this available for you to download in the link below if you want to download it and edit it however you want. Keep in mind, you will probably need Excel if you want to download it, or you can use Google Sheets. You could probably download it and then upload it into Google Drive and edit it using Google Sheets. Okay, so I made this for you guys. I hope you like it. I've been working on it for a little bit now, but the really cool part of this is in this second tab here, I've got a prepper list. All right, this is a list of all the preppers that I've heard of. I didn't really make this list. I found it on a site called selleressentials.com, and you can go check out their site if you want. Just wanted to give them credit for that. But I just put it into an Excel spreadsheet, and you can go through and you can look at all of these different prep companies. Okay, so it gives their location. This will be their state abbreviation. There are some down here that are actually in other countries. I saw one in Poland, in France. There's a few in the United Kingdom. So it's not just the United States. There are prep companies in other countries. And of course, I just want to let everybody know, obviously, I haven't used all these prep companies myself. I don't know how legit they are. So be sure to actually, call them, connect with them, see if they're legit before you actually start sending a bunch of products to them. Make sure that they're a legitimate company. Okay, so, but what this breaks down is the location, but then it also shows you if they're in a tax-free state or not, which is very resourceful to use because then you don't have to pay sales tax whenever you purchase something from a retailer and have it shipped to this particular prep facility. Gives you the prep time on average, how long it'll take them, whether they do wholesale, PLOARA. Right, so if you're in the OA business, you want to make sure that it says yes. For example, these guys, Indie Prep, they do not do online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. Okay, so you want to make sure that they coincide with what exactly your business model is. Now I know everybody's already going to be asking, Jordan, which prep company do you use? I'm going to tell you right now that the company I use is small, and therefore I don't want to disclose which one I use because then they will be just blown up with business. When I first talked about using Flexport for shipping, I put them on like a 2-month wait list. Okay, so I don't want to do that with my prep company because not only would their prep time be increased because they're handling more orders, but it would just be bad for not only me but for you if you use the same company. So right here's a list of 70 something different prep companies that you can contact and look at, compare the prices, and pick which one is right for you. Don't go off what I'm doing, even though I know that a lot of people like to emulate what I'm doing, but you can still use a different prep company and still be successful with this. So here in the other tab is the cost of prep. And so this is kind of like deciding whether or not you should use a prepper or if you should prep it yourself. What I really recommend is when you're starting out to prep everything yourself because it's more cost effective. And at the beginning, you're really trying to get as much of a return on your money as possible. So you will see a decrease in your profit margin if you're using a prepper. So let me run through an example for you. Maybe you find a prepper that costs $1 a month, and maybe you're planning on shipping 100 units per month. And so let's say your average revenue for those 100 products is $2,000. So let's say your average price point is $20 a unit. You're going to sell all of them for $2,000 in revenue. Your margin is 35%, which is actually kind of low. You can definitely get higher margins on products, but 35% is nothing to complain about. All right, then your approximate profit will be $700. And then your fixed margin, this is after you use the prepper. Okay, so after you use the prepper, you get a 5% decline in your profit margin, right? So then the total cost of using the prepper is $100. Now, I personally factor in the cost of using a prepper on a per unit basis, but I get invoiced at the end of the month, so I count it as a business expense entirely separate from actually prepping the product. So it's kind of confusing how I do it, but when you're looking to buy a product, if you're planning on using a prepper, you want to include that cost in your per unit cost evaluation when you're deciding whether or not you want to buy the product. So immediately you can see you're losing $100 in profit, right? You're going from $700 profit to $600 in profit. You're losing $100. When you're first starting out, that's quite a bit of money. $100 is quite a lot when we're talking about only making $600 to $700 in a month. $100 is not something that's just negligible, so you want to make sure that you account for it. Now you have to keep in mind the time that you save whenever you're doing this, right? So you're saving a lot of time. You're not having to actually prepare the products. That time can be used to find more products, either using tactical arbitrage or sourcing via lists, but you now have more time open up to find more products instead of having to spend a ton of time packaging them. Back when I used to package my own products, I'd spend almost half the time that I had when I was working on my business to actually prepare the products. So be sure to think about that and decide, if you don't have a lot of time, this might be something to do right off the bat, or it might be something that you work into after you've been selling for a few months. So I really hope that this video helped you out, guys. And again, you can download the spreadsheet right below this video, and you can download it and edit it however you want. Just be sure to give me credit if you want to share it with anybody. And again, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.